Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win, you find a way to lose. Please subscribe to the channel. Doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me to have a better day. Hey, look, boom! Francis Ngannou is not going for the bullish. Look, we all know Tyson Fury is known for having illegal gloves. That's not my opinion, that's a fact. Don't get mad at me because I'm saying it. Nah, this stuff about egg weights in his gloves and all that, look, man, I don't know about that. But we know Tyson Fury, and his gloves have been suspect from years ago when the referee grabbed him by the wrist and was like, hey, what's going on here? To the Deontay Wilder fights, makes you wonder what the hell Tyson Fury got going on. This whole rumor mill about Tyson Fury and the different things that, the suspicions about as far as that he will do in order to win the fight, in particular with Deontay Wilder. That being said, Francis Ngannou is now going out here and he's saying, look, I know Tyson Fury has the potential to manipulate his gloves. He's familiar with Tyson Fury having the referee grab his wrist, and he's listened intensely to what Deontay Wilder had to say in past interviews about Tyson Fury cheating. And just being a cheat as a whole, but in particular about the gloves. So there are a lot of people who, let me tell you something, there are a lot of people who just don't believe that Tyson Fury had done anything to his gloves to gain an unfair advantage. But there are many who believe that yes, Tyson Fury has done that, and there's the possibility that there'll be some foul play going into the fight against Ngannou, because Ngannou is documented as being the hardest puncher in the world. Now, Tyson Fury cannot afford to get into this fight and get caught by something and lose. Now, some things have been cleared up. It was rumored to be an exhibition match. It was rumored that there would be no winner. Well, now it looks like this is, no kidding, a boxing match. There will be a winner. Someone can get knocked out. And it's for some kind of Saudi, some Riyadh title. There's a no kidding belt on the line, people. Not the WBC belt. But the question remains, just how tricky can a person be with their gloves? We know about breaking the glove in, pushing the padding back, breaking the padding down, taking padding out the glove. We know there's things that have been done and can be done and are still done in boxing today, knowingly and unknowingly, because the secret society is real. And depending on who you are, and if you got the right connections, you can get away with murder. But what I will tell you is this. I'm not so sure Ngannou has to worry about Tyson Fury loading the glove with egg weights. Even when you watch the fights, and Ngannou's went and watched them too. He's even talked about Fury and the backhand. That jab Fury was throwing against Wilder was a kind of backhand jab, and the tip of the glove was kind of just, it was like no integrity in the glove. You know what I'm saying? And it was just kind of flopping. Some people say Fury's knuckles were down where the wrist of the glove is, and he had something in the glove, and he was basically like a whipping action, causing that egg weight to hit Wilder up top of his head. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now, right? I got to say we got to hold our horses and not take it to the stupid. Do I believe there was some foul play? You watch any videos I've done about Tyson Fury, I think Tyson Fury is an outstanding boxer. I just think it's hard for anybody to beat him. But I do believe in them Deontay Wilder fights, there was a lot more going on than we're aware of. As far as egg weights, I just find that hard to believe as somebody who's boxed, somebody who's sparred, someone who's hit a heavy bag. Do you know how to have an egg weight in your glove and to, I don't know. But what I will say is, I got another video coming that y'all gonna find real interesting. But what I will say is, right, Tyson Fury had a sparring partner in particular, man. Matter of fact, that sparring partner came out and said Tyson Fury was cheating, had egg weights in his gloves. So he was basically, it sounded like Tyson Fury was seeing, how that would work and testing it out on the sparring partner. But check this out. Two things happened after that. The sparring partner had a fight, and then after that, he just disappeared from the sport of boxing. How? Okay, how? The sparring partner, no kidding, he had a fight scheduled after that. He fought after that. He disappeared from the sport of boxing. Why nobody asking questions about that? The second thing is Tyson Fury didn't sue him. How come nobody talking about that? The whole Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury stuff, I'm not going to get into that in this video because I already done videos on it, but I got something new that we're going to talk about. Because there's some questions I have and we need some answers. But long story short, when it comes to the commission, you know, I'm going to tell y'all this right now. I want to give the commission the benefit of the doubt. I do. To check the gloves, it is what it is. And I do believe the commission does feel like, hey, if somebody wants to basically hit somebody with their bare fist by removing the padding out their glove or doing something crazy, well, just look, they got these bare knuckle, they got the MMA world, bare knuckle leagues, you got the damn slap fest thing going on, whatever the hell that's called. Go do that. And I do believe if the commission catches you, man, they'll put some heat on you. I mean, but what I will say, that no one's Louis Resto'd anybody over the crap that's been going on in boxing. Nobody out here Louis Resto'ing people. It's different now, but I'm gonna tell you this. You know, the money talks. It's all about the money. It's all about the secret society. It's all about, you know, hey, what connections do you have? And I believe Tyson Fury has all the right connections. Now, does that mean I believe he's gonna come in here with loaded gloves? I don't know. But I tell you what, but they need to be double, triple checking everything about Tyson Fury. Fights happening in Saudi Arabia. I don't think that's good for Francis Ngannou. And maybe good for him, for his pockets. And maybe good for him getting more fights out there and then, you know, graduating over to Africa where they're looking to expand and him doing MMA fights and maybe boxing. And he actually has a piece of part ownership or a significant role with the PFL. But this is my thing. I just have to question what exactly is Tyson Fury's end goal with this fight? We know the money, but if he loses this fight, then what for Tyson Fury? And how can he ensure that he gets in there and he's able to discourage a guy like Francis Ngannou, born in Cameroon, several attempts to leave that country, went through, I mean, horrific, nightmarish experiences just to get to where he's at now. That man's story is interesting. I personally don't think he can be discouraged, and I don't think a punch is going to discourage him. Especially, he's already proven in the damn MMA world, he's not going to quit. And everything that he's gone through in his life. But I'll tell you what, if he in there getting hit with a damn egg weight or Tyson Fury's, you know, just some kind of foul play, you know, I don't know, man. This is boxing. This ain't MMA. You know, in MMA, Francis Ngannou didn't take many shots. You know, them guys start tussling and all that. You know, you really got to worry about getting punched in your face. When they start tussling, who knows, you know, they may hit some shots just to get you to drop a hand or move a certain position. They may knee you or whatever, but Francis Ngannou hasn't taken much damage. And boxing is different. It's nobody coming in there to wrestle. They coming in there, man, Tyson Fury just getting a bing, bing, bing him all night. And so Francis Ngannou, you could see in this fight, he could end up having his face swollen up and bleeding and the eyes shut. The fight could be stopped because it's a different type. It's a different approach, different science to it. There's not gonna be anyone grabbing you to blunt the arsenal that's coming from him as far as, you know, punches and combinations and stuff like that. That's not the case. And if Tyson Fury does manipulate his gloves, I mean, I think it will show, and I hope it gets highlighted. But to be honest with you right now, that's something that's a concern of Francis Ngannou. Now, the whole thing I'm going to tell you, I have my suspicions, but nobody's proven it. And I'm not talking about these content creators who are sitting there with different types of gloves and the exact same make and model of the glove and showing you, this is what the glove should look like. Let me tell you something, man. None of those guys know nothing. They don't know a damn thing. But they have every right to have a conversation about it because something is off. It's like me. There's no proof. Nobody has shown any proof. But there's a whole... For where there's smoke, there's fire. I'll say that and I'll keep saying that. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep saying that. I tell you what, you may have somebody in the house who weigh 130 pounds. And over 4 months, you never see that person going into the pantry or going into the refrigerator and eating out all the little snacks and cookies and this and that and sneaking out there, man, and eating and eating all the junk food. And you don't know, you don't see it, but all of a sudden, month after month, this person put on another 10 pounds, 15 pounds. You can't prove that they out here eating junk. You can't prove they're the one eating all the snacks. But, got a little bit of common sense. And something ain't right because I haven't seen this person out there eating all these damn snacks. But they sure as hell put on 40 pounds in the last 3 months. You don't just gain weight like that unless there's something medically wrong with you. And this month, it passes physical flying color. So, again, where there's smoke, there's fire. And Francis Ngannou says they're going to be double checking. And he doesn't care. He has nothing to lose, man. Past opponents. And Francis Ngannou was like, it's not even the fans. It's, the opponents. Past opponents talk about Tyson Fury in his glove. So I've never been hit with a manipulated glove. So I don't know. But what I will tell you is I have some gloves that I've had 2008. Shit, boy. 15 years. And I still use them. But they're not the same as they were 15 years ago. But what I will tell you, they don't flop. They don't flop. I ought to do a video and show y'all. I had them gloves for about 15 years. I used to spar with them, everything, hit the heavy back, everything. I'll show you those gloves. You can see that they're old, but they don't flop. So I think it has a lot to do with just people who actually have experience with it. And, I think that makes them qualified to say, hey, what the hell's going on with this 16 ounce, 12 ounce, 10 ounce, 8 ounce, 6 ounce glove? 6 ounce glove. The glove shouldn't be like that. After 15 years, this is what mine looks like. And it still has some integrity. Yeah, you can see it's peeling a little bit, but there's some integrity there. These other ones, there's just no protection. How is that possible? And that's Francis Ngannou's concern. So they're going to be there. His team, they're going to be on him, and they're going to make sure that all those gloves are being checked. And hey, best of luck to Francis Ngannou. But some people are mad at Wilder. They feel like, hey, Wilder's allegations should have been disregarded. But I tell you what, I can understand why some people feel that because there really is no proof. And they don't want to believe from where there's smoke, there's fire. But I tell you what, it doesn't matter what the fans believe. The fact is Francis Ngannou is like, I hear him. I'm not saying it's true or not, but what I am saying is too many people have talked about Tyson Fury and his antics and things he gets away with, and I don't want that to happen to me. And I think Francis Ngannou is a smart man for that. I think even Tyson Fury his team should approach things the same way. All boxers should. You want to make sure it's an even playing field. But if you've got the connection, certain things happen in your favor. And for those of us here on the outside looking in, we'll never understand why. We just sit back having conversations, trying to make sense of things. Well, we will agree and don't agree sometimes, but at least we're having a healthy dialogue to try to make sense of what we're seeing. That being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans all 7 continents. And as far as making sense of what we've been seeing, you can't make any sense about what we've seen with Tyson Fury and them floppy ass gloves. Y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans all 7 continents. I'm in the breeze.